Dina, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, my daughter's supposed to be down there somewhere. Let me see if I can get down there and get her.
We are down here.
There we go.
$5 million car down the road. It's not yours.
I want to introduce the gentleman that's going to speak for a while there. This is John McClellan. I'm trying to catch up to him. He's faster than I am. John has the most natural announcer's voice that you're ever going to meet. He has the best diction. Well, I think his degree is in literature. And
I am a recovering English teacher.
there you go. But John knows more than I know about these cars. We're going to start off with the Horvath family, and John and I will swap back and forth as we go down the line there. But John will give you a little introduction, tell you about the cars, tell you about everything else. John, take it away.
I talked to Mark earlier today about this car. That's Mark Horvath, the gentleman standing here with his foot on the tire. The car is called Kay's Mopar Missile, and there's a story behind that. Kay and Mark and Brad's dad, Chuck, usually kept the cars cleaned up for the races. And at one particular race, the car was dirty, and Mark mentioned this to his mother. And she said, "My name's not on the car. I don't have to clean it." So Mark decided to put her name on the car. She got the car, got to see this car run one time before she got ill. She has since passed away. We all miss her. She was an excellent cook in the pits where the Horvaths were camped at any of the races that we went to. Great places to stop and get something to eat. And if you didn't, Kay usually had one arm behind your back twisting it, so you decided it was a good idea to sit down and eat something. Mark has campaigned for several years with this car in the Great Lakes Nostalgia Funny Car Association. I first saw them run at Marion County, Ohio, several years back at one of their kind of a bash between the East Coast Nostalgia Funny Cars and Midwest Funny Cars. And very good performing car. Takes us back to the late 70s when funny cars were still pretty much like real cars. So I'm going to turn this over to the Horvath family and let them fire this baby up.
Are you ready for some noise? Here we go. All right, our next car up here. This is the last nitro car that Roger Lindemood raced before he retired. This is a 1977 Chevy Monza, 500 cubic inch T black aluminum Hemi. Jim and Julie Matusek own the car out of Coalwood Motorsports Vintage Race Car, Carroll, Michigan. This car was completely restored by Al Bergler, who's here today with one of the dragsters. He's in the seat. There's Al in the seat there. This car was runner-up at the 77 Gator Nationals, the Gordy Bonham's bubble-up machine. Best ET back then, 620, best mile an hour, 240 miles per hour. I think we're double-checking a couple of things here before we're getting ready to light it up. Jim, are we ready to light it? Did I miss anything? Would you like to add anything to it?
No, I don't think so. I just tell them concerned.
Let's talk a little bit about Mike. I forgot, when Roger Lindemood sold this car, he sold it to a guy that was on the UDRA circuit, and that stood for the United Drag Racing Circuit out of Chicago for years, right?
Real nice guy, Mike Dahl.
Mike Dahl, and he renamed the car Rumbling Fever. And it actually was stored in the same town I live on up in Michigan there for a long time. Jim and Julie ended up getting the car and restoring it to its heyday, and you couldn't ask for a more beautiful car. Al, are you ready to make some noise? Al says, let's do it. Is Al doing double duty on all these, John, or do we know yet? If we see him jump from car to car, we'll know.
Al is going down to the Bob's Drag Strip car.
Okay. Who we got in the Ram Charger car?
I understand that Julie is sitting in here. Julie Matusek. She and her husband Jim own this car. When I was a kid back in the early 60s, a drag strip opened up in Ubley, Michigan, which was a little town, primarily a Catholic church, a few bars, and a drag strip. And one of the first teams that I ever saw run there were the Ram Chargers. And something that a lot of people don't know about the funny cars of that era, most of them were evolved from the super stock cars that eventually became factory experimental cars, and before long they were adding injectors and nitro and superchargers, and the funny cars were originally named after the altered wheelbase cars that Chrysler designed and built specifically for drag racing, and somebody made the remark that they sure looked funny. Anyway, by the early 70s, the Ram Chargers had evolved into a full-fledged funny car team, and this demon body funny car here is actually the last funny car that they campaigned, and it was purchased by Jim and Julie Matusik a number of years ago, and Al Bergler did the restoration on this car, and as always, Al did a magnificent job. Powered by a 426 Hemi, and the original car, I believe, still ran an iron block Hemi factory engine. So we will let them fire this machine up.
Anybody that knows Al, he's been in business, I don't know, Al, let's say you're 39 now, so you've probably been in business 10, 15 years at least. Al builds the most beautiful bodies on these cars, and he found this one a while back. This is the Bob Drag Chute car. Bob Farmer, the original owner of the car. Chuck Rizara drove the car for him. Bob was responsible for all the safety equipment way back that you saw on fuel cars. He built the first cross-form chute. He just built all the safety equipment there. Al saw this, he found it, he's restored it back to its heyday as to when Bob had it. John, fill in.
originally that Bob Farmer did a lot of parachute work for the military, for airplanes landing on aircraft carriers, cross-form chutes that they used in those days. And of course, as the cars got faster, finally it was decided that maybe they should use parachutes to slow them down too. So it's kind of a natural transition. I don't want Al to cook in the driver's seat here, so we'll go ahead and let him start it.
He just finished this car 2 weeks ago. Just put the finishing touches on. All right, boys, let's make some noise. How was that for noise? Let's see what we got up here next, John. The Frantic Fuel or AA Fuel Dragster. It is a 20-year-old car. I was talking to Dave there earlier. He said, yeah, the car's 20 years. We built it 20 years ago or something like that. It's got a 500 cubic inch Keith Black Hemi in it, 3,500 horsepower. This car runs 5 seconds to 250 miles per hour. We got Jim in the seat. Jim, you ever sat in there before?
Oh, yeah.
Lots of times. Lots of times. You like the smell of nitro? Love it. There you go. Now I know it's noisy from up there. If you stand back here, you get the full brunt force of what this thing really does. And this thing revs extremely quick. Alrighty, I think that's done it. Dave, are we ready to light this thing? Dave says yes.